After a teenager disappeared 16 years ago, family and friends are working to help generate new leads in the cold case. They held a candlelight vigil on what would have been China Vivian's 33rd birthday. News Channel 5's Emily Luxon joins us with the latest on the investigation.
Well, that's right. Rutherford County Sheriff Robert Arnold says that even after all those years, this is still a very active case, and he believes an arrest will come soon. And that's the news that China's family and friends have been waiting for. It wasn't a typical birthday celebration.
If everybody would bow, I'd like to say a prayer.
But for China Vivian's family and friends, it was an important one.
We just really want to lift her up today and just let her know that even though she's not here, that we think of her all the time.
No one has seen China in 16 years, but those who knew her best came together for a vigil at Barfield Crescent Park in Murfreesboro.
I'm very appreciative and grateful that there's so many people that remembered her and turned out.
In October of 1999, the 16-year-old Riverdale High School student was working at a buy-low store. After visiting her mother at her beauty salon, she planned to get gas and head home, but she vanished. Her abandoned car was found in Nashville. As years pass, Rutherford County Sheriff Robert Arnold says deputies are still investigating and still in contact with China's family.
It's all about communication and staying in touch with them and letting them know that we are doing things, letting them know that we do care and that we're not just shutting the file and moving on to something else.
For those closest to her, waiting for answers has been tough.
It doesn't feel like 16 years. It does not. But I'm just glad that hopefully sooner or later we're going to have closure.
It's hard every day, but that makes it even harder. You wonder, if she'd be married, if she'd have kids, what she'd be doing. So it's just real difficult.
Family and friends say they will continue to do what they can to make sure China is never forgotten.
My hope is that it will be solved and justice will be served.
Rutherford County detectives followed up on a lead back in September when they searched a home in South Carolina. Several electronics were confiscated, but no other details were released. Sheriff Arnold says tips are extremely helpful in these cases, and he encourages anyone with information on China's disappearance to call the Sheriff's Department. And that number, 615-904-3046.